What's going on, guys? It's Nordic here. I just wanted to make this type of video since the season's starting to wind down. We have 1 to 2 games left in the season. Tomorrow could be the last live stream of the 2021-2022 playoffs and the season altogether. So I just wanted to come on here and say thank you. This is an absolutely amazing season. And it rises above the other ones mainly because I took my content not just on YouTube but on my other social medias as well to a whole new level. Like I started actually really putting effort into this, and the effort's paying off. We gained over, I think, almost 1,000 subscribers this season, which may not sound like a lot, but to me, every sub counts. So hopefully we'll keep growing in the coming years. And then we're also, like, at time recording right now, we are like 60 hours away from monetization, from being eligible of hitting that. To be honest, I really do not know what's next when we do hit that. Like, because then I'm making money, and I really do not know how it works. So I'm going to have to reach out with some of my friends who are monetized and get some information on that. But that's surreal. Like, it was my dream to, like, make money off of this when I started it in 2020 when I was literally like 12 years old. And me being a 15-year-old now, heading into 10th grade, it's an absolute unbelievable achievement. I could not be more thankful for the support I've gotten the past couple of years. Especially this season. I've grown a lot more this season than I have in past years. Just the overall, like, improvement of my content over the years. Like, I was watching some of my old videos and how they used to be so horrible quality, you could barely hear what I was saying. Well, now I got, like, a microphone, I have a light now, I have multiple lights. And then you look at the setup too. Like, back in the day, the setup looked like nothing like how it does now. Like, when I started the channel, I had nothing in the background, absolutely nothing. I had that dresser, and I had a little stand in the background, and obviously my bed was there because that would never leave. Um, like, it's unbelievable how much the setup has changed. And then we got pennants hung up on all 3 walls of the room. We have a whole jersey rack, a whole hat rack. When I started the channel, I had like, what? I think like 2 jerseys at most. And then over the past few years, I've gained so many more, and now I'm up to 35 jerseys, which is unbelievable. I did not think I would have this many jerseys at this point. And then obviously my hat collection's grown a lot too. You can see all the hats there. Um, I actually don't know the count of the hats. I'd say probably around maybe 40, separating them from here and my dad's house. So it's just unreal. Like, I could go on for forever and ever and ever and ever talking about how thankful I am for the support this season and all the other stuff that I've gotten, and I just could not be more thankful. So I'm going to answer a couple of questions that I've been asked. What are my favorite teams? So I know that people have asked me, Nordic, what are your favorite teams? You got every team in the background. What team are you a fan of? You talk about every other team in the NHL. Which teams are you a fan of? In all honesty, and I know other YouTubers have touched base on this, when you talk about all 32 teams, the love and even the hate as well, like, really kind of just goes away. Like, or not the love, the hate just goes away. Like, I used to absolutely hate the Boston Bruins. I hated the Bruins when I started this YouTube channel, and now they're one of my favorite teams. Like, I love watching the Bruins play. I have many friends who are really big Bruins fans who I've met through this content. And, like, for the most part, I hated the Bruins. I hated the Penguins as well, which makes sense because, living in the Philly area. I really like them now. I love their core. I really hope they re-sign Malkin and Letang. And, overall, like, I don't really hate any teams anymore. Now, for the teams that I, like, separate from everything else, definitely the Flyers. I have my Flyers jersey up there. You can see another one over there. I have those and then 4 more of those. Or 3 more, sorry. So, the amount of Flyers jerseys I have are absolutely unreal. And then, obviously, the hat collection. I have a lot of Flyers hats, too. But other teams that I'm a fan of, I like the Coyotes. I've been a fan of the Coyotes for a while. Some may argue I like the Coyotes more than I do the Flyers. But I'm a fan of the Coyotes as well. And, some people may say, oh, well, he's the only Coyotes fan. there's other Coyotes fans out there. I've met probably 15 to 16 other Coyotes fans who are really good people. So there's fans from every team out there, definitely. I've met all of them. And as well as that, I'm a fan of Vegas, I guess. I mean, Vegas, I have 3 jerseys of them. I have like all their jerseys except for the reverse retro. I've been a big fan of Vegas. My love and hate relationship with the Hurricanes changed. I used to be meh about the Hurricanes, then I hated the Hurricanes, and then now I really like them. I really enjoy their team, and I honestly think within the next couple of years they're going to win a Stanley Cup, 100%. Tampa as well, I also really like Tampa. I've been a fan of Tampa probably since I started hockey. I just overall like their team. I like Stamkos. I liked Kucherov. And then obviously the 3 runs that they've went to the Stanley Cup Finals the past 3 years. I've been a big fan of Brayden Point. Let's see, Eric Chernak, Luke Schenn, Zach Bogosian. Guys who come and go for the Lightning. I know they've seen a lot of players come and go through their cup runs. But even this year, too, I feel like this year, they're a really good team, although they're down 3-2 against the Avalanche at the time recording this. Obviously, Nick Paul, Brandon Hagel, I've been big fans of those guys as well. And then you look at the finalists of the past 3 years, I've been big fans of the finalists. The past 3 Cup finals have been awesome. I've really enjoyed watching them. Watching Dallas head to the Cup finals was an amazing run. I didn't even have them getting past the first round, in all honesty. And when they played the Avalanche in that round 2, that was the best round of hockey I've ever watched. It brought everything that you wanted in a hockey series. It brought the fighting. It brought the goals. It brought pretty much everything. It was the most enjoyable round I've enjoyed in a long time. And then, obviously, they went to the finals. And then the Canadiens in 2021, they went through a rough patch, obviously. And then, they got good at the right time. Beat the Leafs in 7 because every team beats the Leafs. And people always say I hate the Leafs. I don't hate the Leafs at all. I criticize Austin Matthews sometimes, but that's only because he hasn't really performed in the playoffs. Not saying that he hasn't this year, but, that's that. And then they went on to the finals. They beat Winnipeg. They beat Vegas. And then they lost to Tampa. I thought that was a pretty impressive run as well. Watching guys like Cole Caulfield, Jeff Petrie. When teams go on cup runs and I cover them and I watch them a lot more than I do the other teams, it's really fun and really enjoyable, genuinely. So that's also something I really enjoyed doing. And then obviously this year, the 2 teams, I've enjoyed watching both of their runs. Seeing Colorado just overcome all these deficits. They've come back from 9 playoff games and won them, which is tied for second most in history. So they were also a very fun team to watch, and whether or not they win the cup, it's looking like they will. They even could tomorrow. But it would be really enjoyable to see them win a cup as well. Let's see here. So I get some other questions. Mostly how many jerseys do you have? 35. How many hats do you have? That's that. Least favorite team. I don't really have a least favorite team. It'll change from time to time. I'll hate teams for a certain period of time. I hated St. Louis for a little bit. Last season, I hated the Devils when they passed the Coyotes in the draft lottery because they've gotten so many high draft picks. I just can't tolerate them anymore. I think that's really it for teams that I hate. Obviously, when teams knock out my favorite teams, I hate them. There's videos on here of me criticizing the living shit out of the Islanders. But now I really enjoy them. I've made a lot of videos on them. They also give me a lot of views, which is obviously not the main part of why I like them, but it's also a good thing there too. What creator stuff do I use? For my camera, I use my computer. I know it's not ideal, and the quality is definitely not the best it could be. I'm trying to buy a camera, but the camera that I want is $700 and I'm not spending that money on that. So hopefully I'm trying to get a job, and then hopefully YouTube will treat me well, and then eventually I'll get enough money to buy the camera, and then we can make the content even better. For the light, I'm not even sure what type of light this is, but if you just look up a basic light on Amazon, you'll find it. I've seen ones as cheap as $30 and ones as expensive as $300. I had 2 of them, or I have 2 of them. One of my mom's, one of my dad's. This one is not ideal. It doesn't go up as high as you want it to be. The other one that I have in my dad's will go very, very tall up. And this one, I kind of have to put it on a stand for it to actually be at my level. And then for the microphone, I use Blue mics or Blue, I think it's Blue Yeti microphones. I'm not entirely too sure. I didn't buy it too long ago because I saw it on discount. I'm like, hey, why not buy a microphone for the first time? So I tested it out. The quality is way better than it usually is, and I've used it in live streams since. What else? The pennants, I usually get them off of Amazon. A couple of these I've gotten from a local store here in PA. For the jerseys, they usually come off of NHL.com. NHL shop. I usually look at the clearance every now and then. If there's a jersey that's like on clearance, I'll be like, oh, hey, this is cool. And that's why a lot of my jerseys are Fanatics. I know I get comments sometimes saying, oh, why do you have so many Fanatics jerseys? It's because I want to just collect every single team before I start buying the expensive Adidas jerseys. Because it's not ideal. Because like right now, I still don't have merchandise for some teams. Like I don't have any merchandise for Edmonton. I don't have any merchandise for Columbus. Let's see. I think that's the only two teams of note. I think the rest I have main merchandise for all of them. The Predators as well. I forgot the Predators. I also do not have merchandise for them at all. It's definitely not ideal, and I do try and find the most jerseys and the most stuff possible, but I just do what I can. And then for the hats, usually they just come from NHL.com. It's not. I usually just buy them, whatever price they are. I have a couple coming. I've ordered a few hats in the past couple of days. Mainly because whenever I go to school, I just wear a hat because I just like spin my wheel and wear a hat, which is how I got this jersey hat combination. And if you've seen my TikTok, you would know that I posted a video about how I pick my jersey and hat. So, yeah, but anyways, it's pretty much it for me. I don't have that much to say. Thank you all very much for watching. For Sports, I really appreciate it. And yeah, I know my blanket. It's literally like the school that I play for. I don't know. My mom bought it for me randomly. I'm like, okay. And then, if you couldn't tell, I think I pointed this out in another video, but I also got some new LED lights. Like you can tell that they kind of glow. I put them around my bed. It actually looks pretty cool in the dark. So, yeah, I mean, you guys probably do not care at all about that. But, yeah, anyways, we have some events coming up. I will mention that as well before we end off this video. We have the Discord Awards show. If you guys do not know about the Discord, it's in the bio. I don't promote it on here as much as I would like. But we have almost 300 people in there, so make sure to join that. Down below, you can vote in the awards. Kind of a cool thing we do amongst the members. I'm making some videos for all that type of stuff. And then, as well as that, I think we have some stuff for the draft. I think the mock draft is going to be from July 1st to July 6th. I'm still working on the details for that, but that will be coming up as well. And then free agency, I'm actually not too sure when that's going to be starting up. I'll get that on my phone right now. I'm not sure if it starts the same day as the draft or it starts like July 1st. I can't entirely remember because I've been focused on this prospect preview stuff. We have about, I think, 4 more coming up here, so I'll get my summer plans up real quick. Oh, shit, they aren't on this. That's right. Whoopsies. I'm pretty sure it's from, I haven't actually set up yet. I'm pretty sure it's from like July 1st to July 10th, somewhere around there, because free agency is the 13th, obviously. But yeah, that'll do it for me. Anyways, thank you guys very much for watching. I'll probably let you know if I hit monetization in the next few days. Obviously, I will be making money right out of the gate, but hey, I accomplished my dream. Pretty good feeling. But anyways, thank you all very much for watching. For Porsley, I really appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. We are almost at, I think, 1.7K, so we've been gaining some subs lately. But anyways, thank you all very much for watching. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And for yet again another time, adios.